Okay, ladies, here we are at the Flip the Script on Menopause Summit. I'm so glad that you made it, and I can't actually believe it's finally here after working hard and just imagining it at first, and then collaborating with these 15 experts to really make this something amazing for you. So I'm glad that you're here and could join us, and I'm proud to present to you the Flip the Script on Menopause Summit. These experts are going to pour into you their secrets, their strategies, their systems for success so that this next phase can be your best phase of life. Now, you're going to want to take notes. You're going to want to pay attention. You're going to want to catch every single one of the interviews because each of them brings something different to light. And you'll probably take little nuggets from every single expert. So please let us know what resonates with you, make comments as well as ask questions, because if we don't answer your question in amongst the interviews, I'll be hosting a live Q&A after the summit's over on Friday at 3 o'clock right here in the community so that you can tune in to get your questions answered. So put them in the comments. I'll be grabbing them to make sure that if we didn't get your question answered, we'll tackle it there. And if we did tackle it, I will actually send you a link directly to the expert who interviewed and addressed that question so that you can get the answer. So also that brings to mind, if you can't watch all the interviews, please ask for VIP access. I'll drop the link in the comments here so you can grab it. But if you don't see the link, then just put VIP in the comments and I'll drop that link straight to you so you can then access it and watch these interviews whenever it's convenient for you. Plus, inside the VIP access, you're going to have a mix and match builder workout that I put together for you with clickable video links. You're going to have a meal plan and prep recipe book. You're going to have access to the Q&A session and even a one-on-one session where we can talk about what your exact goals and challenges are. And if you have any other questions that we didn't get addressed, that's where we'll be able to tackle those too. So drop VIP in the comments and I'll shoot you that link so that you don't miss out on anything. So having said that, again, I want to welcome you to the Flip the Script on Menopause Summit and tell you a little bit about how we got here in the first place. But first, let me introduce myself for those of you who may be in the Flip This Chick community for the first time. I'm Alicia Harrison. I'm creator of the Flip This Chick method. I'm a certified health coach, personal trainer. I've been a marathon runner for more than a decade. I raised 4 boys. I'm a grandmother, and I flipped the script on menopause myself about a year and a half ago. So now we're here with the Flip This Chick community because I am passionate about helping women to get fit and be healthy and have this phase of our life be our best phase of life because we deserve that. We have come this far in life and we shouldn't be all stressed out and overwhelmed and not feeling good. We should just be living life and loving it. And I am determined to change the face of what normal is for being over 50. Normal should be fit, healthy, active, vibrant, excited about life. That's what normal needs to be. Now, a year and a half ago, when I did the 50 over 50 project in Sarasota, I realized, 50 over 50 should all be fit and healthy and vibrant. And those women were. Those women were extraordinary. But that shouldn't be the case. Women should all be healthy and fit and vibrant and loving life. It shouldn't be extraordinary for that to be. That should be normal. And that's what these 15 experts have collaborated with me for, because we are all of the same mindset that we want this to happen for you, for us, and for all the women to come. So that's what the summit's about. That's what it will be. And I'm proud of it. I want to hear your thoughts on it. So please don't forget. Ask questions, drop comments, tell us exactly what we need to do, because that's how we'll build the next big thing for you. But let me tell you, I know menopause can suck, right? I'm telling you, that's how I felt about a year and a half ago. When I realized I was 25 pounds overweight, I had lost my waist completely, didn't feel good about myself, and nothing I was doing was working. I had become a statistic. I'd become a victim of that menopause middle. The same menopause middle I didn't think would bother me. Here's the thing. Because I'd been active my whole life, and I was even running daily at the time, I believed menopause wouldn't be a thing for me. I had, after all, been a personal trainer, studied nutrition, went to college for exercise science, and had pretty much been active my entire life. I knew what to do. I actually loved being active. I raised my 4 boys, moving our bodies every single day. I had always eaten well since I first learned what a healthy diet was when I was 14. After that, I made it a point to always have a balanced diet. So in addition to that healthy diet, it was after 40, I even started running marathons. And in a decade, I ran more than a dozen. That meant for over a decade, I was fueling for that and eating right. But it was actually in that decade that menopause hit me. And I put on 25 pounds, even though I was training and eating well. I turned into somebody I didn't even recognize. Menopause had put its mark on me. It packed the pounds on. It made me feel like crap. I took the common approach when it hit me, and I ignored it. I kept putting one foot in front of the other, actually literally in running and in life. But I kept eating healthy. Well, what I knew to be healthy at the time. I kept being active every day. And yet I still put on 25 pounds in 4 years. And that's when I realized menopause had hit me. I actually couldn't figure out what was going on. All the things that were the right choices, that had been the right choices and kept me healthy in the past, kept my body in shape, I was still doing them. I always continued to do them. So I couldn't for the life of me figure out why suddenly I put on 25 extra pounds. It didn't make any sense. Nothing made sense. I was in the gym, I was running daily. Seriously, there was absolutely positively in my own mind no reason why I shouldn't be in the same shape and condition I had been the majority of my life. Have you found yourself thinking that? Feeling like I don't understand why what I used to do doesn't work? Well, I'd been fit, strong, healthy, felt in control of my body, and I was in the same shape I had been all along. I did the work and my body used to reflect it. You know, there's times in our lives when we aren't active enough or eating right, or we have kids and we gain weight, and all of that can be explained. But when we are doing the right things, and I was, and I continue to do them, that weight gain just doesn't make sense. And it had me shopping in different stores, worrying about what to wear, and just not feeling good about myself. So I started to look into it. I decided I was going to figure out what was going on. What was different? What would I have to do to flip the script on this? Because I wasn't going to put up with it anymore. You see, I lived my whole life on the premise that age doesn't matter. My dad taught me that. I was determined to not be affected by it or have any of those aging issues like menopause. And most of my life, I wasn't affected by age. I've always had a young spirit. I've always had a lot of energy. I didn't have ailments that so many others did as they got older. I've always attributed that to eating well, staying active, and avoiding those inflammation-causing foods. But none of those things had changed for me. I was still doing all of that. I always thought age wouldn't matter. Menopause won't matter. Actually, the reality was my period had stopped a few years before, and I was in full-blown menopause, but I was still in denial. I still said, it's not going to affect me. Aging won't matter for me. Menopause will simply come and go, and I won't notice. That's my plan. Seriously, put plan in the comments if you had a totally different plan than what you're dealing with right now. So anyway, I kept doing life. I did the same workouts, the same nutrition. I just ignored the weight as it crept on. I simply bought new clothes. I chose the ones that looked cute, clothes that were still as flattering as possible, and I pretended that nothing was changing. After all, it was just a pound, 1 pound at a time. Can you relate to that? Because when it's 1 pound at a time, it doesn't seem like a big deal, does it? Well, suddenly all those changes added up, and I was hit smack in the face with reality when I saw a picture of myself on the beach, a full body shot that showed me in my new reality. I was overweight, out of shape. Menopause had actually gotten to me. It not only got to me, it had kicked my ass. You see, sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes we can look at ourselves in the mirror every single day and not see it. Because 1 pound at a time, 1 notch in our belt at a time, 1 size at a time, you don't really notice. And I didn't until one day when I saw that picture of myself standing on the beach. I was shocked. I was literally shocked. I thought, holy shit, who is that? Who is that? I didn't even recognize myself. Now, I had seen myself in the mirror every single day. I'd gotten dressed every day. I saw my body. I'd been in pictures, of course. I just never looked. I never noticed. I just pretended like it didn't really matter. I thought, I'm fine. I love myself like I am. It's fine. The reality was I was slowing down. My run times were slower. My clothes were bigger. I wasn't feeling so good about myself. I was having to shop in different stores. I didn't have a waistline anymore. And all those things added up. One thing at a time. They added up. They added up to me not feeling as worthy as I deserve to feel. They added up to me not actually being as healthy and fit and happy as I wanted to be. I want you to know, it's not that I was all depressed and that this was consuming my life. I actually had a great life. I was busy loving my life. You know, your size and shape doesn't have to affect how you feel about your life, but it affected how I did things. It affected how I felt about myself, and it affected me every day when I got dressed, and I didn't want to feel that way anymore. It had me thinking this part of life should be my best part of life. There I was, 53 years old, with a great life. I lived where I wanted to live in the Sunshine State. My family was amazing. I had kids and grandkids who are the light of my life. I was still active, traveling, working out, running marathons, eating well, but something was off. I didn't have the body I wanted, and I wasn't feeling good about myself. So I asked myself, why am I not feeling good about myself? Well, it's because I knew I wasn't feeling good about myself because I knew there was a way I could be better. I could do better. I could be healthier and fitter and stronger, and I wasn't. I'm serious. I felt like that was just messed up because I knew I had the potential. Everyone does. Everyone has that potential. And I knew I had the knowledge. I knew I could be that person. And that had to change. I decided it was time to reclaim my life, get my body back, and make my life exactly what I wanted it to be. And that's how the Flip This Chick method was born. Ladies, that is what brought us here today. Me knowing that I wanted something different is how I designed the Flip This Chick 8-week transformation program. Me knowing that I wanted something different for you is how I designed this summit. This really is a meeting of the minds. This really is a passion project, both for me and every single expert who is coming here, to share their information with you, to share their freebies with you, so that you can download things and grab things and join things, and so that you can find something that resonates with you, so that you can get results, so that you can have a better summer, so that you can feel better and get fitter and stronger and healthier. I'm telling you, that's why we're here. I'm passionate about it. I'm grateful for you for taking the time to be part of it. And I promise you that we will do all we can not to stop until we have changed the face of what it means to be normal, over 40 and over 50 and beyond, because we deserve that. You deserve that. Now, over these next 2 days, you're going to see amazing interviews. I want you to take the time to make notes, ask questions, get involved, and know we're going to have that Q&A session on Friday at 3:00 right here in the community. And I'll grab your questions out of the notes. If you make them, be sure to let us know. And we will address every single one. And I'm thrilled that you're here. You're going to hear from these top experts in women's health. And they are women who not only change their own lives, but change lives of other women and their clients. So enjoy these interviews. Let me know your thoughts on it. And please know that if you're ready for change already, like you already know you want something different, like I knew I did, you don't have to wait till the end of the summit. Just put change in the comments and we will connect. Change can start for you right now. I do want to tell you that I'm going to share an opportunity for each and every one of you through this summit, and only for women involved in this summit. I'm going to share an opportunity as we move forward. So stay tuned, pay attention, and know there is something great coming for you, because I am determined to make sure that each and every one of you can be fitter, healthier, happier, and sexier this summer, and for every summer to come. And remember, you can always drop change in the comments the moment you feel like you're ready, because throughout this summit, you're going to see and feel great inspiration. And there may be a moment where you just are like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready. I just need change. And we can do that. Put change in the comments and we will begin right then. But listen, you're going to love these interviews. I want to say thank you for coming. Tune in to each and every one of them. Grab them when you can. They will be up here and accessible until Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So if you don't have time Thursday and Friday to watch them as they play, know that they will be here up and available in this group for you until Wednesday at 5. Then they'll be gone, and only VIP will have access to those permanently. So be sure, catch all these replays if you're not live, so that you don't miss a thing. I want to thank you for coming. I am excited for you. I know what you've got coming, and I want to say I appreciate you being here. I am grateful. Now, let's get this party started. I'm going to see you on the inside. I'm going to see you at every one of these interviews. I'm proud of this. I'm excited to hear what you have to say and the questions you have to ask and get them answered for you. I welcome you to the Flip the Script on Menopause Summit, and I will see you on the inside. Now, click to the next interview. I'll catch you on the flip side.